the most groundbreaking, innovative, and really game-changing technology ever to be introduced into the hospitality industry is now here, and you're not going to want to miss your opportunity to get this implemented into your company as soon as possible. It's going to solve your biggest financial problem, which for most hospitality companies is generating more direct bookings. Simultaneously, it's going to enhance customer service. It's going to solve all of your language barrier problems. It's going to allow you to build deeper relationships with every single client that ever walks through your door at a hotel, resort, or travel company, and learn all about them so you can provide VIP, custom-tailored service to each and every one of them. And you know if you can do that for each one of your clients, they're going to come back year on year, over and over. Do you know what it is? You want to give up? Yes, it's AI. Now, for those of you that think AI is never going to replace people in hospitality business, you're absolutely right. I totally agree. But it's going to help you do all of the things that I just mentioned, and bottom line, be more profitable. Now, my name is Antolin. I'm the founder of Luxury World Traveler. And for the last 12 years, I've been in the hospitality industry, mostly on the social media side. But I've seen how the hospitality industry has changed because of social media. But the problem was the travel industry in general was really slow to adapt to do anything new. And I know all of you are wondering how AI is going to impact the hospitality industry. And if you give me a few minutes, I promise I'm going to show you how this is going to be the biggest thing ever to hit the hospitality industry. It's even going to be more impactful than the introduction of online travel agencies. You see, everybody wants to get more direct bookings. Everybody wants to take better care of their customers. And I'm sure if you're a hotel owner or you work at a hotel, you would love to learn a way that you could start a personalized conversation with every single person that walks through your door, give them VIP service, and provide them a digital concierge in their pocket that they can take anywhere, can start speaking to them before they actually arrive at your hotel or property throughout the entirety of their stay 24/7 in any language, and also when they leave your hotel, and be a way for you to communicate with these clients after they leave on platforms they actually look at. Now, it's no secret that email marketing is dying. And in 2025, it's way more important, I think we would all agree, to have people's WhatsApp information and social media handles. And I'll tell you why. I always like to talk about facts, not feelings. The average WhatsApp user looks at their WhatsApp 30 times a day. And the average Instagram user checks their direct messages 15 times a day. And people are just not picking up phones. They're not responding to texts. And I tell you, they're never looking at emails the way that they used to. So it's very important to be able to communicate with people where their attention is. And this is how the AI will forever change this. You see, we've created a new software that integrates with WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook, along with a lot of the other biggest social media networks, and can also be placed onto your website. This is what's truly groundbreaking, in that now, any single time somebody looks at your company on a digital platform and has a question, there's a digital assistant there that knows everything about your company, never sleeps, speaks every language, and can provide them answers in real time, which most of the time is just due diligence questions. How far are you from the airport? Are you vegan friendly? Are you family friendly? All these things are just time-wasting questions, but people want to know the answer to, and they're not going to wait. 2025, if you don't respond to someone in the first 5 seconds, you're most likely never to see them again. And this is why this is so incredible, because most of the clients you've never had, you will never know about. And this is where it becomes so instrumentally important for you to start investing money into your social media. Social media and Instagram in general is your digital calling card to the world. And I can guarantee you, just depending on the size of your hotel, hundreds, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of people have seen your company, and you'll never know about it. And why? It's because first impression. Now, if you have a very unesthetically beautiful account that's not engaging, and you're still trying to post landscape photos and videos that you use on your website, on your social, then I can guarantee you've never heard from them. People nowadays don't trust websites. They don't even go to websites. If they want to know something about your hotel, and you're lucky enough to have them introduced through somebody tagging that's staying at the hotel, or by an influencer coming and tagging the hotel, or however they find you. If they land on your page, you have 1.5 seconds to convince them to stay. And see, 99% of the hospitality Instagram pages out there are lackluster because they've never had any money invested into it. Well, with this new update, this will become the most impactful place that you can invest your marketing dollars. And let me tell you why. Currently, when a client checks into your hotel, how do they disseminate information, or your resort, or let's just say your tour operating company, any company in hospitality? When they have their first initial contact with you, how do they get information from you? From your website? If they check into your hotel, there's 3 ways for them to get information. 1, go on a TV program that they don't have any clue how to use, and each one at each hotel is different, and none of them are user-friendly. Secondly, you can have a book, or you can provide them a piece of paper when they check in, but people don't like to read, and they're not going to flip through a book, and that piece of paper, I promise you, before the end of day 1 will end up in the trash. Or third, they can call your front desk or concierge every single time they have a problem. But what happens when they leave your hotel? What happens when they're at a museum? What happens when they're at the beach? What happens when they're at a restaurant and they need to talk to someone at the hotel urgently? And they're an international traveler and they don't want to make an international long distance call. How can you continue to provide incredible service when people don't want to make a long distance call and they're not at your hotel? And the answer is you cannot. This will change all of that. Secondly, you may or may not know, but there is an industry term called tourism or travel 4.0. And travel 4.0 is really how you can create a more seamless, more effective, and overall better experience for each and every client that you have using the newest technologies like blockchain, the Internet of Things, and AI. Now, most hospitality companies aren't using any of those to enhance any of their clients' stays with them. And of course, we all know that the better time someone has at your place, the more efficient you are, the better service they have, the more likely they are to return. So this is why the new AI is incredible. Instead of going through a book or calling the concierge or trying to fiddle around with this hard to use menu, imagine having a couple QR codes right next to the TV. One for Instagram, one for WhatsApp, and if they're not in either one of those, one for your website. As soon as they scan those, you now start to build a customer profile and learn the characteristics of every single client that checks into your hotel or that comes in contact with your business. That in itself is priceless. And the more they use it, the more you learn about them. But what's happening is that they're having a better experience because they're getting their answers in real time. They're not having to wait, and you are providing a much better service. Now then, the AI doesn't handle everything. When they get to a point where they really need to talk to someone, or they want to maybe book a room, or there's like an urgent situation, the great thing is on these apps, they can notify on the app and text it, and it can patch them through via WhatsApp or provide a phone number where then they can talk to someone at your hotel in real time. But again, if they're traveling internationally, the only way they're going to be able to do that if they have service is through WhatsApp. And imagine being able to have somebody answer all of their questions, provide incredible service even when they're not at your hotel, and then patch them through to a member of your team at your hotel, resort, or travel company who can speak to them in real time. So the amount of questions and time and energy that your staff is going to save is going to be tremendous. And then they can really focus on the questions and the very, very important and urgent situations that are arising to provide even better service. And secondarily, once it starts to read how people are interacting and the questions that they're asking, if they're not making bookings or they're not actually making the reservations, all of this can be put on this new AI system. And because it's smart, it can send them suggestions or current offers or current specials. So say someone looks at your spa 3 times but doesn't book, it can send them a 15 or 20% discount right now as a thank you and just to recognize who they are. Now, if you extrapolate this across all of your different income streams, if you're a hotel, imagine being able to do this for room bookings, F&B bookings, spa bookings, and any ancillary service that you provide. You see, most hotels are working with a number of DMCs, and they're monetizing transfers, they're monetizing restaurants, they're monetizing experiences. And of course, you do that because you have trusted vendors and the clients don't know where to go. They're going on these websites, which who knows what kind of reviews they're going to get and who knows who left them. This is a way for you to control the entire client experience, all of their activities, provide to them in real service a way for them to interact with your hotels and make room bookings, make F&B bookings, and really make sure that they have a great time while they're staying at your hotel or using your service. And into the future, this is a way for you to start a conversation with each person on platforms they use and to be able to send them messages in the future, reminding them where to find your hotel specials, what will happen if they book direct, where they can get a hold of someone if they want to do something in the future, which is the most important thing, because right now consumer behavior, everybody on their cell phone has 100 browsers open. And guess what? A couple of times a month or maybe a year, people delete all of them. So there's nowhere for them to come back, I say like an anchor position for them to come back to find these specials. It just disappears into the ether. And what I think is super exciting, since I've really focused on social media for the last 12 years, is influencer marketing. Now, I know everyone's done it, and you may have had great experiences, you may have had bad experiences. That doesn't matter. What does matter now is with this software, you will be able to track every single influencer you work with, every collaboration, see if it's successful, and everybody in marketing knows that obtaining a new client and getting in front of a new client is very expensive. But working with social media influencers is the most cost-effective way to start a conversation or to get in front of people. The problem is in the past, somebody comes and stays at your hotel or you provide them a service, you do an exchange, they tag your Instagram, right? Which if it's not great is really little value. You might get some followers, but at the end of the day, you have no idea what happens. This changes that forever, and you never have to have an unfruitful social media campaign with influencers ever again. You see, with this software, each one of the influencers can be given a set of directions. Right now, this is already happening in the marketing PR department, where they say, okay, we'll provide you this service or this amount of nights, and then you need to tag our hotel or do this on stories. The problem is, it doesn't really equate to much, because the people at the top don't know what likes, saves, comments, and shares really mean. And CPM's just about as unuseful. But what they do understand is data collection and ROI. And this will provide both. Imagine having an influencer, we'll just talk numbers, that has 1 million followers, that does a story and it gets 10,000 views from her followers, right? Now imagine her saying, hey guys, if you want to get exclusive offers at this hotel you've seen me stay at for the last 2 or 3 days, go to their Instagram, which is brainless because all they have to do is tag the name, and send them a direct message with my name. Now let's say 10% of her followers do that. You've just started as a hotel a conversation with 1,000 new people on your Instagram that are potential clients. And what's even better is with this new software, you can manage all of this data on a desktop application CRM. So you'll know exactly all who 1,000 of these new people are. You'll have all their username information. You'll be able to immediately start a conversation with each and every one of these people in real time in any language. You see, because this is where the AI outperforms anything that a human can do. Now, currently, a social media manager handling the page could not answer and attend to 1,000 people in the matter of a couple minutes, but the AI can. And what this is designed to do is to collect information and then generate a URL link, which you already have predefined, to send them to a website or to a place where they can get more information about specific offers or deals at your company or hotel. And this is what is really, really powerful, because going back to the web browser example that I used earlier, web browsers get deleted. But you know what never gets deleted? Instagram and WhatsApp. So now they know the name of your hotel. It's in their Instagram DM. They're never going to delete it. And if you send them a link to where they can find specials, they have what I like to call an anchor point where they can come back to in the future to be able to take advantage. You see, because to really manage and to really try to determine whether a social media marketing campaign is effective in the travel industry, you have to be able to measure short-term and long-term results. Because travel, unlike products like clothes or hats or maybe watches, is not an impulse buy. People don't see something and they're not ready to actually go buy it right now or swipe their credit card right now. But in the future, when they are, if you are the one that they remember and they know where to find you, they're not loyal to these online booking sites. If they know that they can get a better deal at your hotel by booking direct, they know where to find it. And so now you get to start to track these campaigns and individual influencers and see over not only the short-term impact, but over the long term, which one of them paid dividends and which one didn't. And you can also have ongoing conversations with these people that sent you a direct message. Now, if you take that one influencer example, and let's say you have 30 or 40 influencers you work with a year. Let's just say 40, for example. Imagine if 40 influencers generated 40,000 new conversations with potential clients that you could inform in real time where to find deals on your website or where to find exclusive offers that are better than online travel agencies. Now, most hotels, resorts, or travel companies don't even have the capacity to take on 40,000 new customers, but this is why this is so impactful, because it's not very expensive to work with social media influencers, but before now, there was no way to prove an ROI in the short or long term, and that will change this forever. And the companies that understand this one point are gonna outpace their competition because their marketing dollars are gonna drop and their direct bookings are gonna go up, which will directly result in extremely more profitable business. So if you are someone that knows that AI is here to stay, understands what I've just talked about and how it's going to now and forever change and impact the hospitality industry and make it possible for hotels, resorts, and travel companies to become more profitable, provide better customer service, speak any language, and put a digital concierge in the pocket of every single potential client that finds them on any digital platform, then I highly suggest you click the link below and get a hold of us or send us a direct message with the word AI, and we will send you information about this new cost-effective software that I know will forever change your company, make it more profitable, help you to create more loyal clients, and create a better experience not only for you, but for your clients and loyal customers to be. Guys, I know this was lengthy, but I'm so passionate about this and I know what it's gonna do for the travel and hospitality industry. So again, my name's Gil Antolin. I'm the founder of Luxury World Traveler. And if you made it this far, thank you for hearing me out. And for those of you that contact us, I can't wait to help you implement this at your company immediately so you can start to become more profitable, provide better service, and really come up to speed on Travel 4.0. Take care, guys.